Okay, so we continue to do some exercises about vectors. So this is a exercise for introduction to vectors. Okay, so we go to question number 1. So the vector AD is equal to 2, negative 1. Write these as column vectors. Okay, so given that AD is 2, negative 1, so actually how did we get 2, negative 1? So first thing first, we must draw the line from A to D. Okay, and then bear in your mind that the first step for the column vector is the movement in X direction, and then we continue with the movement in Y direction. So for this part, we can see that for the X direction is 2 to the right. Okay, so it moved 2 steps to the right, 1, 2, and go 1, 2 downwards. Okay, that one is 2, negative 1. So how about AF? AF, you can see from this part is, okay, we draw first. Firstly, we draw the line from A to F, start with A and ends at F. Okay, so the step begin in X direction, movement in X direction. So it will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to the right. Okay, so when 5 to the right, it will be positive 5. Okay, and then 1 upward. So 1 upward, positive 1. So we go to AB. As before, we draw the line AB first. Okay, and then we look at for the movement in X direction. So in X direction, we move to the left since B is located to the left of A. Okay, 1, only 1. And then 1, 2, 3 downward. So below downward, it would be negative. So AB positive 1, negative 1, it moved to the left, and negative 3 going downwards. Okay, that one is AB. So we proceed with CA. So we draw the line CA from C to A. Okay, that is from C to A. The arrow must be facing to A. Okay, start with C and end at A. Okay, so the movement in Y direction, it will move in the left of C. Okay, because E is located at the left hand side of C. Okay, 1, 2, 2 negative to the right, 2 to the left, and 1, 2, 3, 4 upward. So the answer would be 2, negative 2, and 4 upwards. Okay, so I want you to do it by yourself. For EB, to discuss with you about EF. Okay, EF here, can we make it a line for EF? Okay, what you can see that from EF, so it's only a vertical line that move from E to F. So what happens when it's only a vertical line? As I said before, every vector must start in direction of X, okay, in X direction, and then continue in the Y direction. However, for this part, there is no movement in X direction. So when there is no movement in X direction, the X direction, the part of X direction will be 0. So it means that there is no movement in X direction. So how about Y direction? Yes, it moved 3 upwards, 1, 2, 3. So for this part, it will be positive 3. Okay, so same goes to CD. Yes, the line DC, start with D and at C, DC. Since there is no movement in X direction, so it will be 0, and the movement in Y direction, 3 downward, so it will be negative 3. Okay, so we proceed with question number 2. Okay, since question number 2 I already discussed in part of lecture position vector, so you all can refer at that video. Okay, so I will continue for the question number 3. Okay, for question number 3, given that the vector s is 4, 2 and t is 1, negative 3, so draw diagram to show the followings. Okay, so s is 4, 2 means that when given that only s, it means that this is a point which is start with origin. Okay, so we draw, okay, part of s, the vector x, 4 to the right, and then 1, 2 to upwards. So that is the vector s. Okay, I will draw with another color for the vector s. Okay, okay, so you can see that this one 4 and this one 2. Okay, how about vector t? T is 1, negative 3. Okay, 1, negative 3, 1 to the right and 3 downwards. Okay, okay, so here's for this part. Okay, so we draw for 1 to the right and 3 downwards. 1, 2, 3. So where is the, this is, okay, this is the vector t. Okay, 1 to the right and 3 downwards. Okay, okay, so diagram to show s plus t. So s plus t, how we have to draw for s plus t? Okay, first thing first, there is two methods. Either you draw a diagram or you to make it easier, you add first s plus t. Okay, so 4, 2 plus 1, negative 3. So for this part, 4 plus 1 is 5 and 2 plus negative 3 is negative 1. So s plus t is actually 5, negative 1. Okay. Okay, so we continue with drawing s plus t. So s plus t is 5 to the right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. Okay, and then 1 downwards. Okay, negative 1. So the line is st. Okay, I use orange color. This is the line of st. We start here, ending here. So this is s plus t. However, this is only the resultant vector. You must show, you also must show for the part of s and the part of t. So we combine for s and t. Okay, so we take it s here. You know that s start with this part. Okay, we can take 5 here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, actually it's much easier if you draw some grid lines to answer this question. Okay, you can see clearly where part of the point move. Okay, so this one s. Okay, t, where is t? T is negative 1 and 3 downwards. Okay, so the part of t is actually here, because this 1, 2, 3, so this is t. Okay, part of t. Okay, negative 1, and then okay, negative 1, sorry, and then 1, 2, 3 downwards. Okay, sorry, 1, positive 1. Okay, okay, so that is how we draw s plus t. So for the negative s, for this part, negative s, so it would be, okay, for b, negative s, so you put negative for 4, 2, and it will be negative 4, negative 2. Once you put negative, every positive part will be negative and every negative part will be positive. Okay, so since 4 and 2 is already positive, so you put negative, both will be negative. Okay, so how to draw negative 4, 2. Okay, negative 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, and 1, 2 to the downward. So S is here, negative S is here. Okay, negative 4, negative 2. Okay, and then T minus S. Okay, T minus S. So you continue here, T minus S. I forgot to put, actually we must put this one. This is an underline that show this as a vector. Okay, underline under the letters. So T is 1, negative 3 minus 4, 2. So 1 minus 4, negative 3, negative 3 minus 2, negative 5. So it's T minus S. So where is T minus S? So where to draw it? Okay, so take 1, 2, 3, negative 3 to the left, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 5 to the downwards. Okay, so T minus S is located here. Okay, that one is T minus S. So how about T? T is still located at the part of original part because it's already in positive. Okay, still in positive. Okay, however for S it would change the direction. Okay, so S is here, negative S is here as you draw just now. Okay, negative 4, negative 2. So okay, you can see when you draw on the grid line it would be much easier. Okay, so you can see for this part is T minus S. Okay, and then negative S, since we have done, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left and 1, 2 downward. So this is the vector of negative S. Okay, so and then 2T, you double the vector. So the vector T is 1, negative 3 and 2, negative 6. That is the vector 2T. So when you draw 2, negative 6, as usual, we must move at the X direction first. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, like you can see that between T and 2T is still in the same direction, and actually they are parallel to each other. Okay, and then for this part of vectors, we multiply by 2, which is a scalar, so we double the original vector T. Okay, that's question 3. So we go to the question 4. So this one you just do the multiplication, addition and subtraction. Okay, so I go to the question A, 4P. For this part you just multiply a scalar 4 to P. Okay, 4 times P. So 4, okay, take the vector P as negative 6, 8. So it will be negative 24 and 48. That one is for P. Okay, for B as usual, you just put a negative. And then for C, you add the vectors. This for D, you minus the vectors, and E, you multiply and then you add the vectors. So I will do the question E, the last one. Okay, so plus 5 and take R, 1, negative 5. So you calculate this one, you get negative 24, 48. Sorry, that one not 48, that one is 32. Yes, I make a mistake here. It's okay. It's okay sometimes to be not okay. Okay, so this one is 32. Okay, plus, okay, 5, negative 25. So you do the addition of vector. That is 24 plus 5. It would be negative 19. Okay, 32 minus 25, it will be 7. Okay, so that is the answer, negative 19 and 7. Okay, see you for the next exercise.